Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And today I am pushing myself quite a bit and I am going to be using the My Meadow stamp set. Now those of you that remember, I got this and went, not really me, but I'll give it a go. And I am pairing it with the celebration set. So this is a set that you can earn between now and the end of March. It's called the Power of Hope and it comes with this really cool cobblestone embossing folder. Not sure if I'm using the embossing folder, but these two come as a pair. So rather than being the normal $90 that you spend and earn, these are $180 and you can earn this for free. Hello to everyone who's dropped in. Please say hi. If you're watching this on replay, please also say hi. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this. And just remember, on YouTube, if you watch the replay, you can speed me up and watch me quicker. I totally understand. I don't take offense. No sound. That is really weird. Does anyone have sound, or is it just you guys? I might get up my second screen. Hey Jackie, hey Shannon, hey Margie. Just let me see if you guys can all comment about the sound situation. That would be amazing. And I am going to grab out my second screen. You do. Okay, you do have sound. Thank you, Jackie. Maybe try refreshing and see if you guys can get sound. Okay, so I have a rough idea in my head on how to play with these. Thanks, Christy. So let me, while I do all the things over here, hey Susan, I'm going to talk to you a bit about Celebration. So the Power of Hope stamp set comes from Celebration. It is our very special sale catalogue that comes out every January and goes for 3 months, and you can earn the products out of this for sales of, in Australia it's $90 and above. So we have 2 tiers at $90 and $180, and we have products available at both those tiers, and just happens that the Power of Hope is at $90. Now the My Meadow stamp set is from the mini catalogue. So that is from the mini catalogue. So they are both brand new and they've both never actually been inked up. Not sure what's going on with your guys' sound on my replay that I just got up. I am getting sound, so I'm not sure, Shannon. Hey Karen, so what I am going to do now that I've got myself all set up and I've explained all the things, and hope you guys have subscribed and liked and hit the bell and all those things. Fantastic, Joanne, I'm glad as well. I am going to flick you guys around, turn off my overhead light. Thanks, Joanne, that's good to hear. Hopefully you watch me on the replay, Margie. I'm sorry about that. A Facebook glitch, that's all I can, that's all I'm thinking. Hey Roz, hey Elizabeth. So let's flick us around and see what we're going to play with. I do not even have ink colors out for this, so it's going to be interesting to see in which direction we go today. You have sound. Hello, Miss Sheila. Okay, let me see here. Flick us around. Right. And we look pretty much ready to rock. Let me get rid of my shadows. Now, I do have the door open today. It's a considerably cooler day here, which is lovely because we actually got rain yesterday, which was lovely. Hey Renee, thanks for joining. So we had some pretty nice rainfall overnight. So these are my pre-prepared card bases. I may need a couple, so I'm going to pop them over to the side because we never know what mistakes I may make on the way. Sorry, just reloading my second screen here because it froze on me. Right, hey Chris, so the Power of Hope stamp set is a red rubber stamp set. Great. The My Meadow one is actually photopolymer, and it's so new that I haven't pulled off the sheet. Now, I always do discard this because I do keep these in the case, and they're only ever open while I am removing stamps. So these are the two stamp sets that we're working with. This is my piece of paper, colours. So what I want to use, and I know I definitely want to use, I want to use this river. That's what I see it as. This is a pretty cloud. And the bridge, and I also want to use the pagoda, and I wouldn't mind using this tree and maybe some greenery. So what I want to do is set a scene, and I may even be able to pop a lantern off the side of the pagoda or something like that. So hey Myrtle, thanks for joining. You haven't caught me live in a while. So I'm just going to put my messy sheet here. Now hopefully these will at least be in rough screen for you to see. And I'm just going to try and get my perspective right. And this is where I think I may fail. And I say that in the nicest possible way. I've started with Balmy Blue. And I'm going to grab out this river. So what I kind of want is I want it to sit like this because I want it bigger in the foreground, not so big in the background. So let's grab a block and let's just get stamping and see where this takes us. So I don't know, I'm just playing. This is another first play, but I did see a card and went, ooh, I really like that. So I'm thinking I may want to put this a bit more in the foreground, or in the foreground, yes. Oh, look at that, that's so pretty. And then I want to grab the, so hard to get photopolymer stamps off the first time. And then here, this sort of bridges perfectly across there. So you can see where my brain is going. Okay, I'm so sorry, Shannon. I'm so sorry. No problems at all. I will say hello to you on the replay, which hopefully you will get to watch. Hey Cindy, you did catch me live again. That's awesome. Hey Beverly, thank you for sharing. Please also make sure you are subscribed and like my page to make sure you're not missing out on anything, and you get notifications when there's a new video. So that's not good. The two of you guys couldn't hear me today. Facebook's got gremlins. Oh, I should show you the colours. I just got early espresso. So, and this time I'm not going to break my cardinal rule, and I am going to stamp it. I do believe this is a touch dry. Okay. Stamp and off. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, lovely. Could have, yeah, that works. It's all good. It's all good. And what I'm going to do is trying to find, aha. Oh, because my chamois isn't pre-wet or anything, I'm just going to grab my microfiber cloth here and I'm going to spray like a corner of it, and just with a water bottle. Oh, we have a Miss Louisa joining us. Oh, look, she even says hello with her pretty bell. Oh, she's loving us the last couple of videos, and I'm just going to wipe and blot dry because that's all we need to do with our photopolymer stamps, because I only have so many blocks. Oops, dropped a drop there. Make sure this isn't wet. Yes, they are. Well, it is designed to work. So rather than using the rotunda, I'm going to use the pagoda. I've been trying to think of what that's called all morning. Do you think I could get it? Now, what I'm sort of thinking of is doing these buildings on a bit of a diagonal. I don't think I'll use the geisha, but you never know. Now, I'm going to stick with the same colours, or the same colour in early espresso. Now this appears to be really dry, but you know what, that's probably, it is way too dry. So we're just going to do a quick re-ink. Don't know, it's one of those colours that seems to go dry fairly quickly in my world here. Thank you. A gazebo. Yeah, it is, but depending on where you put it in your background or your foreground, it could be the size of a rotunda, which, yeah. Okay, I've given that a very generous re-ink because it definitely did need it. And just let me grab my re-inking, no, not that one. I do have a special re-inking bone folder, which you can see here. I just use to spread that ink over. This ink pad's a bit odd. It's like got, I don't know, that's really odd. Now I'm just going to wipe it on this. This cloth does go in the bin, so don't stress. Now my feed keeps on freezing. Okay, so that's all clean, ready to go for the next one as I need it, but I do like having it there. Now let's see how this, much nicer. So much nicer. Now these stamps aren't going to be super bold. They are definitely more scripty in style. Do you know what? I'm now thinking I may have been better to put this in the foreground. I'm going to do one in the foreground and one in the background and see which one I prefer. Okay, that one there, because I sort of think that water now goes nowhere, where if I've got it, that part in the background, the water sort of comes in from the top. So I'll just redo this, and we'll do the same stamps 2 different ways and see how we like it. So this one I might put there, because I do still want to have some sky. Now I need to get my video up. Look at me multitasking. Perfect, lovely, just like I bought one. Thank you for the prayers. Now we just need the fires to go out, which will take a considerable amount of time. They're not just going to go out overnight. Unfortunately, now the crisis is really in Victoria and South Australia, so I'm just getting majority of the ink off there. So I've got here, and what I would like to use is this tree. Oh, tell it's the first time I've got this off the backing sheet. Cling stamps certainly do cling, girls. Hey Shelley, thanks for joining. Oh, Karen, look at you go, catching me live. That's very impressive. Now, I'm thinking that I may use marker to rubber. So I'm going to, oops, I just closed my laptop there accidentally, throwing stuff on the ground. Right, and that totally locked my laptop. So I have my almost full set of markers here, and I'm going to grab out my Mossy Meadow, and I have to choose a different brown, because if all the browns are the same, it's going to look really, really weird. So I'm going to grab soft suede, and I might grab a different green. Which one have I got here? Pretty Peacock is not quite the right green. What have I got here? Garden green will work, just to add some variation. Okay, pop those to the side. Haven't done this on a video for a while, so let's see how it works. So I just use the side of the brush end to colour in. Okay, so this colours in, and then we huff on it at the end to rehydrate it. So it's just fancy colouring, just so you can get that multicoloured image. Da, da, da. Okay. And doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to use garden green, and Louisa must be bored by my card making because she's going to check on the rest of the family. And I'm just going to use this garden green for the grass. So I may come back in and add some garden green elsewhere, which is in the My Meadow set. So this is where it's dried off a bit, and this is where I'm going to huff on it. And you cannot huff on it quietly, trust me. Hello, Miss Rhonda, how are you? So I'm thinking that I may pop... this is where scenes sort of get to me. Thinking I might pop it up here. Okay, that's good, that works. I think I will get a better image this time because I'm building up the colour on the stamp, and that's quite a good background because it's just that bit faded as if it's in the distance, which is good. Now, as you can see, it doesn't take much effort or time to do this, but you do get a great image. Make sure I'm getting all of those there. Perfect. Do my little grassy greens, and I think we're all good. Now it'll be a matter of where I'm stamping it, although I may stamp it on I just put my finger in that, in exactly the same place on our second one, which will be, although sort of liking it up here. I don't know, I'm just going to put it like down. I don't know if these are going to work, guys. As I say, this is first play, and building a scene isn't necessarily my forte. Okay, that is roughly cleaned off. Next image. Although, do you know what? I do want to add some clouds. So let's start doing our sky and birds. So we do have our lovely cloud image here. So I'm going to have to get a different blue, and I am thinking like pool party. So I will put my brand new photopolymer stamps. Death of me. They are so sticky. Okay. Going to grab some pool party just for a different blue. I think I may have finished with the early espresso, although I don't think I am finished with the balmy blue. I am thinking of putting a bit more water in this scene, like under the pagoda. So now I am making sure that I add some stamped off, and make sure they're off the page or off the card as well, because that just adds definition and just some interest that it's just not on the page. Okay, that looks good. Happy with that. Do a touch of cleaning over here. Okay, I'm going to pop this back, and I think I may grab, I don't know, I'll see what looks best. So this is where I use, I'll show you what I do. So rather than taking stamps off, I literally just line them up. So just, I'm thinking just a little bit of water on that one may work best. Let's see if I can pull this off. And I want to add some birds as well to the background. So bring back the balmy blue. And what I can do is, like, I can turn it upside down to get a different perspective. So you can see I've got water running down there, where on this second one I think I do want to use a larger body of water being the bottom, I think I want to use this big one. Okay, and I think I'll need a much bigger block. I thank God I've got all the blocks sometimes. Just makes life a little easier. I'm thinking I will need to add some sponging, like for under the tree and stuff like that, just to add in that line of ground and stuff like that. I don't mind that. That's quite good. Hey Pamela, thanks for joining. Oh, hey Sarah, sorry I missed you join earlier. Okay. Do you girls think I'm going in the correct direction? I'd like to hear what you're thinking. Just, you know, just asking. I just grab that garden green ink pad just so we're matching in the same colours. Okay. Just stamp it off. This is sort of adding some reeds along there. I may do the same along here. So I'm just stamping off just to get not as intense colour. I think I need a third one down here so it doesn't look so symmetrical. Helps if I do an even stamp off. Oh, see, just adding these little elements is really bringing it to life. Where these two elements looked quite disconnected, where now, because I've added in that reedy grass, they're looking a little more connected. It is, both the stamp sets together work really well actually, because I've used 2 of these images and the rest of them are from, you know, it will help if I close the stamp set so you can see what I'm using. So, hang on. Okay. Oh. Once again, I'm not stamping off evenly. And I'm thinking I may add a bit more water down here just to just so then it comes off the edge like I did with this one, so it comes off the edge, so I may add that down here. And just there. 3, perfect. We like 3s and 5s. 1, 2, 3. Now, I may need to break my own rule here. 4, I'm going to have to do another one there. And 5. I like that. You can see it's just brought that scene together. This is somewhere where you just have to keep adding until you go, yep, that's right. So I am going to add some birdies. So I just want to add these. Oh no, I wanted to do the water. So let's do that on this one where the other one didn't need it as such. Although, you know what I could do? I could put it upside down and just do this off in this direction. That will work nicely. So using the same image but upside down. So I use Balmy Blue, so go back in with the same colour. That looks not perfect. Then I will need to add just a few more, 2 more reeds. So do you guys stamp like this? Do you like where I'm going? This may be a new obsession by me. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. One, and then one on this side. Done. Yay. Sorry, getting very excited here, especially when I freely admit this is not my forte. Okay, let's get these little birdies and see what we can do. I love that we have so many stamp sets with little birdies in them. They just add to scenes perfectly, because it's not unusual to see a couple of birdies in the sky, especially in my area where I live. Have quite a lot of bush around, which is a pro and a con. So now I'm thinking, do I add the geisha lady? Tell me what you think. Geisha lady or no geisha lady? Neither. I don't feel I am either, Karen, so I'm sort of with you there. I'm just deciding what colour to do these birds in. Thinking like a pretty peacock or a night of navy. Maybe a night of navy will work well. At least you're seeing my creative process all the way here, which I know many of you really, really like, seeing this creative process and where I sort of go. So these ones can nestle right in there. I do feel as though I need a third set, or at least a partial third set. Okay, that works. And I'm going to try really hard not to use any sponging on this set. So these ones can come down a bit lower. Because the scene is lower. I don't like one over the other, but we shall see. Now, I did also talk about possibly hanging a lantern off here that I want to do like in a really nice red. So just I'm going to put these away as I go, otherwise I'm likely to lose them because I still have a Lost Sympathy set from like September or October last year. I'm not sure. Okay, Karen, I'll think about that. Let me consider. The only issue I have with that is, especially with this one, is going through the pagoda, and I want to mask it so the water doesn't go through it, because this is a solid structure as such. But I do like your thinking, and I think think I can do it on this one. I should be able to connect these. Hopefully. I do wonder. If I see where you're going. Okay, right. Challenge accepted, Karen. Challenge accepted. So, okay. Now let me clean it off and I think I made it work. I think I'm going to leave it exactly like that. This one is a little trickier because if I do this, it will go into the pagoda. But this one I can make work. Hey, Miss Julie Wilson, how are you today? You on your lunch break? Okay, these ones I like as 2, although I'm just not sure how I'm going to make this work. Sorry, seeing here, my brain is sort of ticking over as such. But I see where you're going. Hey Janet, sorry, I'm just having a think. I had a suggestion of joining my water, but okay. I'm going to leave this attached and I'm going to come with it. I think I was successful on this one, but all good. I'm going to see if I could possibly use my geisha. But the thing is, she is quite large. So I'd probably want to use, don't want to use the brown. So let me grab, I'm going to add in a touch of Memento here because I think I can make her work on this one. We'll see how we go. Okay. May be able to make her work in a similar spot on both. Just trying to not get any of the seam in her. Ah, nice, because she's actually looking there. Okay. Let's see how we go. Now I'm going to have to be a bit more. I think I can put majority of her to fill up this part of the image. Okay. Just let the ink transfer. Okay, Owen has just finished a Lego creation, which is lovely. Okay, I'm feeling rather good about this. I do want to see if I can make this lantern work. And I said I want to add some pops of colour. So I'm thinking like red, like Poppy Parade red. Or I've got real red in front of me here. Thank you, Karen. I'm trying. I'm trying. As I said, I had no preconceived ideas, so I am just giving it a go. Did I ruin it? Yes, I did. But do you know what? We're just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. That works a little better there. And I'm thinking of maybe colouring her. And I'm going to do it really, really simply, just with a marker. And I'm going to grab in that pretty peacock. And I want to do like an orange. What orange did I just grab? A Calypso Coral. So these work really nicely together. So just pop some colour on her, which will look lovely. Now you will see these brush lines, unfortunately, because it is just our marker, but do you know what? I just don't think I wanted to use blends. And do you know what I just dropped that nib side down straight into my jeans. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here and just add some hints of colour. Not going to fully colour the parasol in. Quite like that. Thinking, do I do the same with her? Oh, I didn't do her collar. But what I'm thinking here is colour the collar.
Yeah, come over there, yeah. Absolutely.
Because this is a bit of a sketchy image. And then what I might do, which I'm thinking I'll do with the pagodas, is just grab a block, scribble some marker on it, and grab my blender pen and just colour the rest in with the blender pen. So then we get the look of colouring, but much easier. I think I do like that much, much, much better. But that's okay. Okay. I may need to do that with the real red as well to colour in that that lantern. So, sorry, lots of talking to myself today because this really is a process. Real red. Do you think I'm going in the right direction? How am I going? We're might I just put that blender pen over here. So scribble a bit off. Probably scribbled a bit too much off, but that's okay. Can always grab a touch more. Just make a bit of a halo over here. I don't know, I really did stuff that one when I stamped it. So go darker and then pull it across so it goes lighter. Do some of this. Lovely. Don't want to colour it too much, otherwise it will pill, which we don't want to happen. And I may just do this also with this marker and just do these parasols as well, just to add in a hint of colour without any major colouring happening. Nice, actually, I am liking her. It's just she's a bit different to this girl, that's all. Grab the rest of the colour off here. Right, lovely. Scribble any colour left on the marker out. Give this a bit of a wish wipe over here. Okay, thank you. And I don't think these are going to need any sentiments. I think they're going to be very much standalone. Keep them simple. I'm just going to grab my early espresso marker and colouring these pagodas because they're looking a bit stark, where you can see everything else is quite solid. So this will add in, this is just really finishing touch kind of stuff. So just adding in that touch of colour. Now, as I said, not perfect. Just want to add this in so you can see how this is working already, just to make it look like a whole structure, and the fact that it's not, and I've kept it messy like the actual the style of the image. So this bit's, oh, that's quite light. Grab a bit more while I'm here. So I'm perfectly imperfect, especially with this, but that's okay. Right, do these bits. Do this bit here just so it looks like it's on a bit of a deck. Do like that. I'm going to do that on this one as well. Okay, now the other thing I want to do just under these, I do want to add a touch of green, just a really little hint that it's sitting on grass. Okay. Now I have my garden green here, so I'm just going to pop my block into the pad and just grab a touch of colour. So, because I had the markers right next to me, it was a bit easier than grabbing a whole ink pad. So just like that, like really, really faint. Now I know I have added way too much. I really want to add some more water on this one. I think, Karen, you were totally right that, oh God, I picked up some of that brown. But that's okay. I do need more water. Where this seems like a much more connected image than this one, I do want to add more water. I just need to work out how with the images that I have. So I've just wiped that image off, although I do have a bit of ink on my hand. Just going to grab my hand sanitizer. How long have I been going? Oh, nearly an hour. Not too bad. This is something new and me playing. So let's grab. So I'm really, really happy with this one. So I just need to find which water is going to that one. Okay, right. Let me see. Now we use Balmy Blue for this. You right, David? Okay, just that little bit of extra water is just working a treat. Don't know if that was someone at my door or a child. Okay. Just thinking. And maybe just bringing it out a bit on this side. That looks better. Just seeing how far I can bring it down. It's looking much more connected. I am thinking, I don't know, I could put a little sentiment there. No, it's just, I like adding sentiments. If you didn't realise that, I am a bit of a sentiment girl and I do like adding them. Right, so we are basically done what I would like to do, and I love the pop of red. That's what I was going to do. I'll just grab this. I was going to colour her hair, so I've just used the tiniest dot blender pen. Oh, that's okay. And I just want it really, really, really faint. Yep, there we go. Just a touch of colour on her hair. Perfect. Great. I'm going to leave her skin because it is like barely there. Just see. Yeah, it's probably a bit too close to the hair, but it just means it's not white. Right. Now let's see what sentiments we've got. Oh, today is a day for a new beginning. How amazing is that stamps, is that sentiment? Okay, close the My Meadow, grab the Power of Hope. Okay, today is a day for a new beginning. Or for new beginnings. I actually quite like it nestled in there for that one. Colours. What colours do I use? Thinking like that pretty peacock would look really, really nice. just while I close these up, I'll see what you girls think, but I'm thinking that Pretty Peacock will work beautifully. And then like mat it on Pretty Peacock or Night of Navy. I wouldn't mind. I'm changing my mind and thinking I wouldn't mind just making the sky a very soft blue. Totally changing as I go here. Memento, over there. This can go over here. Sponges. Find a light blue one and not the one I used yesterday, although that is the one I used yesterday, and just pull party that up. Okay, just so I don't lose that stamp. Although I am thinking of popping it on a piece of paper. Just a very soft hint of sky. I know I said I wouldn't do it, but I just feel it needed it. And you know what I'm going to say now, that the other parts need a touch of green. Even if it's just on the edge, it's just enough of a hint that the background isn't completely white. Even though I've got some under there. So you can see there it's very, very faint. Just sort of finishes off the image. Just adding those touches of colour. Okay. I said no sponging, but my word, that has just finished off that image beautifully. Okay, that one. Now, where's my other one? It's hiding here. Hiding, hiding, hiding. Okay. Just very gently, very faint, nothing too bold. I'm hoping you can see what it's adding in on the screen. Just sort of going in here, quite faint. I don't want to ruin the stamping that I've done, but it's just enough. Okay, and I need to add more sky up here, and then I think that is the card fronts done. Just look at me being all into the scenes at the moment. I did the golfing guy. Okay, perfect, lovely. Just that finishing touch. Hello, Mrs. Newman. Way out of my comfort zone here, doing some scenes. But I'm leaving them, oh, actually, I do want to add a sentiment. But I'm actually thinking of adding that sentiment on a separate piece of paper. Otherwise, I'm really going to stuff my images, because I'm good at that. So these are the two images that I have created. Both of them I like. I like the pagoda in the background and the foreground. It works really quite well. Just trying to, oh, that's a nice size piece of paper. And then I'm thinking what I punch this with, or whether I just trim it. Or do I just be bold and stamp it? Oh, 'cause see, I can't stamp it straight, can I? I'm thinking. Okay. Guess what? I'm going for it. Yay! Today is the day for new beginnings. Now, that is not totally straight, and I am absolutely fine with that. Okay, similar spot on both. Of course, one I'm going to get more straight than the others, but it's a handmade card, not Hallmark. Thank you, girls. I appreciate you being here and all your little comments along the way. It's certainly kept me on task and keeping with it. So, right, now get rid of not get rid of these. I will be smart and put them back in my tray of. I have had these sponges for so many years and they're still going strong. Okay, nothing's, yep, except you've got to make sure when you pop them away that nothing's caught out the side. Otherwise, the box doesn't want to close. Okay, they can go back away. This can go so you can see all my mess I've made today. But look, ta-da, a nice clean mat. Well, kind of, sort of. Of course, I've already made a mark on it. And I'm definitely thinking we want to use a piece of Pretty Peacock because it's dark enough that our images are going to really, really pop. Okay, so I want to score first. Oops, not helpful when these are underneath. Don't want to cut these up. Okay, I liked also, as we were doing this, that I had two going at the same time. It certainly helped the creative process. These are not done yet. I am going to have a final look and see what we can do. So they're my two card bases done. Grab my bone folder. I think they were definitely worth the time and effort. Do we need Wink of Stella on like her? Oh, that's okay, Kathy. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Oh yes, that colour works lovely. So the question is, to Wink of Stella or not to Wink of Stella? Okay, I'll get gluing while you girls vote. Because I don't think... do I want to put it? No. I don't think I want to put it on dimensionals. Just stick it down. Keep it simple. Is that me answering my own questions? Saying no, Winkers Stella? That'd be very sad if I was. Not finished. Don't put it back on. I think I may have conquered my fear of these scene builder stamp sets. I'm just not quite sure how to teach it in a class. I suppose it's not that hard. If I follow this one, it's really just creating the water all the way down, isn't it? Because I very, very much surprised myself. I want to give myself wink. Oh, wink the water. Janet, you're a legend. Oh my God, I didn't even think of... Oh, sorry, not Janet. Julie, Rose, Janet, and Kathy. You're all legends. Wink the water. That will add something really, really special and subtle because it's all one layer. You could see where I was going, just wanting to add that pop. Okay. Cannot believe I was actually worried and scared about these stamp sets. Okay, grab my wink. Tap this. Right, wink the water. Legends. Love it. You know I love you girls. Okay, winking the water. Just being really careful just around that sentiment and anywhere where I have brown, just because it will reactivate and it will pull that colour. Okay, just want to careful around there. Right. Water is suitably winked on this one and on this one. Yeah. Just dabbed off that bit of brown that I had, but I suppose it's a tad of a reflection. Just give it a touch of a push. I was running out of liquid. Once again, just careful around our bridge. Oh, this reminds me of our local Japanese gardens, except we don't have geishas there. Okay, I think it's almost time to go. I can hear my children getting a bit cross at each other. The joy of school holidays, hey. I've only got 4 more weeks to go. Woohoo! You feel the joy that I have? Now, I will see if I can show you this wink. Okay. Let's see if I can get this winking. That one. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Well, you can see I've totally done something different, Jamie. Hello, Miss Melanie. Sorry, I was winking, and I winked for you, Jamie. I winked for you. Hey, Emily. I'm sure Lachlan will say hi if you knew Emily was saying hello. Okay, so these are my 2 cards. I have used these 2 stamp sets. So the Power of Hope is available in Celebration. I have used a whole lot of markers I've used my Winker Stella as I throw it on the ground. So this is available during celebration, and it comes with the stone embossing folder. But I didn't need to use it today, but I definitely will be using it. I also used our blender pen, and I suppose I should grab down those. He may come rushing in to say hello. And I have used a couple of our sponges. So that is what we've used today. Thank you. I will add photos with all the colours that I used. But thank you for joining me. I hope to be back later in the week. As I say, school holidays, lots going on. So be good. I can't wait to see all your girls' creations, especially those of you that have either one of these stamp sets. I really can't wait to see what you do. Okay, have a lovely day, and thanks for joining me in my first play with these sets. Bye.